Tonight's match is presented by Chick-fil-A and Embassy Suites, live from Lexington, Kentucky. It's the group stage first round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup as Lexington SC takes on Forward Madison. Arya Masudi, Brooke Kirchhoffer joining you here just moments away from kickoff. This should be a lot of fun tonight, an incredible event. And Brooke, as we look at stars that will line the pitch, when we start with Lexington SC, you've got to start with Aaron Malloy.
He's the box-to-box midfielder who is pulling the strings. He's also leading Lexington in scoring. I don't think that was the idea heading into the season. They'd like to get more production from their front line, but Malloy can help unlock more goal scoring with his ability to create, especially with Philip Goodrum. He is due from Lou City, 13 goals in 2025. We'll see what he's able to do against this Forward Madison side tonight.
Goodrum has been a heartbeat. Aaron Malloy has been the engine. When we talk about Forward Madison, if they're going to pull off the stunner tonight and have a chance on the road, they're going to turn to their engine, Ryan Carmichael.
Coming off his best performance of the season against the Cosmos, has ability from range that we saw in that goal scored against the Cosmos. He's also got the freedom to be creative when getting forward. He's great in pockets. We'll see how he manages a very organized group in Lexington's side.
Got to have your best players on a point, especially away from home. As we take a look at Group 4 tonight, it begins the journey for all of these teams. How do you make what we think we'll see in Group 4?
I think if you're Lexington, this just has to be a get-right match for them, especially being at home in recent form. 1-3-3. The last time they had a win was a month ago. They have a lot of new faces, a new head coach, still coming together. They would love for a victory to come in the Prinx Tires USL Cup, but they just want to put another win on the board.
Lexington looking for some confidence. Forward Madison, they believe all the pressure is on the home side. They're playing good soccer as we begin the Prinx Tires Cup. We'll be right back.
Lexington, start your engines. It's match day. Genesis of Lexington is proud to partner with Lexington Sporting Club, delivering craftsmanship, performance, and premium experience on and off the field. From kickoff to final whistle, we're investing back in the community that fuels this club. Ready to make your next move? Step into class and experience luxury evolved at genesisoflexington.com. Genesis of Lexington. Drive the difference.
This isn't just a soccer match. It's a movement that brings the city together, brings it to its feet. The noise,
wind up effort. Oh my goodness!
The energy.
It is Firmino.
90 minutes where nothing else matters.
How about a debut goal for Lexington?
It's the year of the horse. Our year.
Eps inside. Benson.
Be there when it happens.
This is where worry turns into relief, where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington Sporting Club isn't just a team, it's your club. That's why you need the LSC credit and debit cards only from Commonwealth Credit Union. With your LSC card, you get exclusive discounts on tickets, merch, and get to celebrate your club with every swipe or tap. Show your Lexington Sporting Club pride and gear up with the ultimate fan accessory only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
There she is in all her glory. They call her All Glory. As Lexington SC is taking on Forward Madison FC. So we take a look at the lineups for Lexington SC. Brooke, what changes do you notice? How do you think Lexington's going to attack?
No change for Lexington from their 0-0 draw on the road at Orange County, and it's because they're coming off their first complete 90 minutes performance, so why change? The only thing that does need to change is the execution in the final third for Lexington.
And And on the other side for forward Madison, Matt Glazer will go with this 3-5-2.
Two changes for forward Madison. We know that one of their top players dealing with a red card after an Olympico last time out, and Derek Gabbard, also one of their more veteran players, did not roster today. Two big surprises. We'll see how this young side does against Lexington on the road.
Matt Glazer, the manager of forward Madison, said we're playing with house money here tonight. Got to embrace being the villain on the road. Lexington SC, Masaki Ehemi, the Japanese international who's coached in the NWSL as well as New Mexico United, said we're looking to build some confidence. We have a hardworking group that's not happy with the results, and Brooke tonight presents a new opportunity in the Prinx Tires USL Cup to start on the right foot.
I think for Lexington, it provides a unique opportunity, as we talked about in the Open, to get right. Mac Hemi doesn't see this as just a different side of with a in-season tournament with the Prinx Tires USL Cup. They're just still trying to figure out their identity, how they want to play as a group for 90 minutes.
Here we go from Lexington. Lexington SC in the black uniforms, of course. Forward Madison, the Flamingos, nicknamed the Mingos, are in the pink. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Chick-fil-A, the official partner of Lexington SC's youth soccer match. On the ball early is a forward Madison. They want to get on the ball more. They feel like defensively they have good organization, have been in a good shape under Matt Glazer, but trying to push forward, break lines, and enjoy more possession has been a key for them.
Forward Madison, a bit too pragmatic to start the season. Want to get forward with intent and just be more collective when they do have the ball. One of the things that Lexington talked about that they can utilize, especially on the road against this forward Madison side, is when they get forward, they leave a ton of space open. Lexington wants to take advantage of that.
Lexington team that drew 0-0 on the road at Orange County. SC in the middle of the week. Early opportunity here at the penalty spot. Tapped to the edge of the 18. Collected there and sniffed out.
That's that missing piece that Matt Hemi's talking about. Can they be ruthless when they are that close to the opponent's 6, just outside that 6-yard box, not putting a hard strike on the ball?
Good ball whipped in towards that 6. That's redirected towards the middle and eventually cleared out.
Chances created has not been the issue for Lexington. They've been great box to box. It's just at that final doorstep, can they be in that hungry mindset mentality? And it really all stems from confidence, is when you're not finding the back of the net, your confidence wilters over time. And I think Lexington's a side that once they see one fall in, the rest will come.
Been a Lexington team that has scored 6 goals in 7 league tries. As another ball in on the touch, terrific save.
What a cheeky delivery in there, just a chip over to chip that back line. A beautiful ball in, and unlucky there for Malik Henry Scott. He has a goal to his name so far this season, been knocking on the door for another. A good opportunity there for Lexington.
About the save there from JT Harms, too, has been steady in the net for forward Madison. Harms, a 23-year-old from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin, spent some time at North Texas SC. Has that home DNA as a foul on number 4 there on your screen in Colin McCamey. Early action here from Lexington SC Stadium. We thought Lexington would be on the ball for a majority of the match so far. They're on the front foot, but Forward Madison's done a nice job. They're pragmatic, as you mentioned, Brooke, in the way that they play the defensive organization. They're going to have to find a way to try and keep this thing at a low output type of affair and then find opportunistic chances, maybe on a set piece.
Yeah, and an uncharacteristic giveaway there from Aaron Malloy up the middle of the pitch. That's not typically what we see from his character. He's typically incredibly hard to rip the ball away from. Forward Madison putting the pressure on Lexington's middle line.
See AJ Edwards on your screen is now the ball whipped around the back, changing the point. And now an opportunity for the Flamingos to maybe grow into the match and get on the ball. Nice touch forward into the width. And looking for an angle to cross. Edwards approached by a trio of defenders. In the end, cleared out. Now forward Madison back on the ball.
Forward Madison strong up that right side of the pitch. Lexington able to break that apart, but forward Madison stays with it. Hasn't taken them long to really get into a groove, especially on the road 5 minutes in.
Let's get to tonight's keys of the match presented by Toyota as that ball goes out for a throw. Brooke, what do you want to see from both sides?
Well, we talked about it a little bit with Lexington struggling to find the back of the net a month since their last win. So they've got to take risks in the final third and just be so aggressive in their mindset in that area of the pitch. And then for forward Madison, they have to be organized defensively. We know that when they get high, when they're on that high press, they like those transition moments, but because of that, they leave themselves really vulnerable when they lose the ball, and so they've got to be careful coming when they lose the ball in those transition moments.
There's a chance here for Lexington down the left side. Big tackle and a corner one. Our first set piece opportunity for Lexington tonight. As we approach the 6th minute, big tackle from Edwards. Also want to mention that Lexington SC's corners are presented by a Commonwealth Credit Union.
Expect to see Arturo Donez off the back line, getting active in this corner kick. One of the tallest players on the pitch for them at 6'3".
Top of the 18. Swung in and cleared out. Lexington will stay on the ball on the recovery. Now Malloy. On a cross that was dealt with well by forward Madison. So compact are the Flamingos. They create a turnover, Brooke. This could be part of that game plan, right? Get some transition opportunities of their own to be able to win the numbers battle.
If you're Lexington, just trying to do too much on that short corner, maybe one too many passes, needed to just go ahead and deliver that ball where the runs are coming in on that backside. But that's kind of just been the story for Lexington, is putting that final piece together. Too much thinking is going on. At some point you have to just kind of let it rip and be more aggressive in those moments.
3 shots early for Lexington. One pretty good opportunity early. Now back on the ball, Misaki Hemi telling us that he felt like against Orange County, that was the first game he felt like his team had given it all for 90 minutes, right? And played the game through all the way to the final whistle. Didn't get a goal on that day, but compact defensively. Maybe that's the type of result that is a step in the right direction against a good Orange County side that's tough to beat at home.
And you want to see that carry over with continuity. Why we didn't see any changes to that starting lineup.
So far tonight, they have been on the front foot. But forward Madison looking threatening when they've been able to turn over Lexington so far. Forward Madison team that has 5 goals in 4 matches so far. No doubt this presents their toughest challenge to date. Led by a pair against New York Cosmos on the road before a red card to Gene Kanyane that changed the complexion of that match. And Kanyane's red card carrying over into tonight, and so you won't see one of the most talented players. Some might argue the most talented for forward Madison, who was playing and was in good form here tonight.
A big miss for them, especially too with chances created. He has such great delivery into the box from those wide channels. Certainly someone they're going to miss.
On the turn, play it out into the width. Edwards.
AJ Edwards is a player that I'm circling too because he has such a quick burst of speed with the ball at his feet. You see he's just waiting for his moment to get just enough room from Marcus Epps, who's done a pretty good job covering him up and not allowing that outside channel to play through. But you can see that AJ Edwards is just waiting for his opportunity to get forward in that space.
Sagiemi continues to coach his Lexington team forward. These are the types of moments the Flamingos have to capitalize on. Edwards, as Brooke mentioned there, on your screen, number 3 from San Jose. Dynamic for his manager, Matt Glazer, and there's a chance headed and knotted down wide. But the first real opportunity for the Mingos.
AJ Edwards too with some USL Championship experience, formerly with Sacramento Republic, was the team MVP in 2024, a player that they can unlock and get going against Lexington.
Lexington keeper there, Oliver Semle, who spent some time in the MLS with the Philadelphia Union.
Another huge pickup from Lou City. Set the USL Championship rookie clean sheet record. They certainly love having him in the net.
He was a national champion back in college in his days at Marshall. The Conference USA Keeper of the Year back in 2022.
Oh, great switch there from Aaron Malloy.
On the ball, Lexington edge of the 18. Looking to carve out space. Epps drops it back to Brown. Service on the top of the 18. Again, forward Madison. Up to snuff, but a turnover here. Potential shot, had some helium. Off to the right as well.
I'm fine with that shot from range. You see that Lexington is just trying to solve too many problems that aren't problems. Every time they get close to the box, they're just one too many touches or one extra pass that doesn't need to be there. We'll see if someone really gets it going and decides to have that aggressive mentality next time up the pitch.
Seema Sakiemi on your screen. Brooke, what do you like so far about what both sides have done?
I think if you're forward Madison, they've certainly settled in on the road, which was going to be tough. But as we heard from their head coach, they're not afraid of being the underdogs. They're not afraid to be in this position. They had success in the USL Cup a couple of years ago as the runners-up, so they know what it takes to have success at this level. For Lexington, I think you have to punch first and find the back of the net first against a young forward Madison side. You want to try and debilitate them a little bit, especially with how well they're playing on the road to start this match. Lexington just really needs to find the back of the net, not just for the win in a match tonight, but for their confidence that has just been shaken to start the season.
Perhaps a chance to grow into the match. They've held the lion's share of the ball early. And if you're forward Madison, right, you mentioned it, Brooke, a young side looking for confidence of their own, but perhaps playing with as much confidence as you'll find early in the season from Matt Glazer's side. Have a couple of phenomenal results so far on the year. We talked about Cosmos, but it's a team that doesn't even get to play back at home in Madison until mid-May.
It's really crazy when you see the start of their season, how often they have had to be on the road, especially with a new group. Only returned 2 players from last year. I mean, that's hard to do when you're trying to build chemistry.
On the cross. Oh, edge of the 6. Was just begging for a runner to meet it.
Man, they get away with on that one. There's a dangerous backwards pass from Lexington there.
How about the Flamingos? So far early, they do not look afraid on the road. And a team that just 2 years ago came in second in the Prinx Cup. LSC fans, visit lexsporting.com to get your latest Lexington SC news, merchandise, and discounted ticket offers. That's lexsporting.com. Ball to be won, taken by the Mingos. They'll reset and tried to build through the back. All the way to Edwards, playing that right back position. Claudel Ngobu, who looked so dangerous on that run a moment ago.
Forward Madison just taking their time, trying to pick apart this Lexington side, who is probably one of the more organized teams defensively in the USL Championship League. They're a tough team to try to pull out of position.
Turner Humphrey, the 25-year-old, plays it forward. Edwards into the middle.
And you see Mac Hemme there telling them to bunch there and stay organized. Now a transitional moment for them.
See what Lexington can do here from that right side. Xavier Zenge into the box, chip towards the 6, headed out.
Man, Malloy looking for Malik Henry Scott on the chip, trying to give him an opportunity in the air, just didn't have enough on it to get to that back post.
Another look at it here, and jostling for the ball.
A little bit of a jersey pull there from Jackson Castro. Interesting player too for forward Madison, coming off his first start. A versatile midfielder who can create, connect, and try and help them find their identity. They're really excited about his addition this season.
Castro from Plano, Texas, 23-year-old midfielder. Got 30 minutes against Omaha in the last match and played pretty well. And his last opportunity, ball into the box. Flag went up.
Yeah, you could tell he knew that one was offside. Checked up on his run a bit there. Didn't do himself any favors in selling it.
17th minute of action here in the group stage of the first round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Arya Masudi, Brooke Kirchhoff, for our entire crew, bringing you an interesting matchup here of two sides. Not here teetering on opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of form coming in. Forward Madison has played good ball. Got a results at Cosmos. Hard fought 1-0 loss at Union Omaha before winning in the state of Florida at FC Naples.
And I think they would all agree that should have been a third victory on April 19th against the Cosmos if it weren't for a red card, having to play down a man for 60 minutes.
Especially in that first half, they had the run of play. There's usually a shot over the bar. And it's tough, right? You play nearly an entire match, 11 on 10, at least a half. That changes complexion of the game to get a result. Very positive there from Matt Glazer's side.
Yeah, Matt Glazer was impressed with the way his group fought in the end, but when you're up 2-0 that early, what they could have been in the rest of that match had they not had that red card, and now a big miss for them in Geni Kanaye not being available today.
Picked up that red card, as you mentioned. Corner kick here for the Mingos.
Man, they're dangerous on these set pieces too.
Colin McCamey. Lefty in swinging ball. Oh, dangerous. Is that another corner coming? Yes, indeed. A team that Matt Glazer alluded to, they are extremely dangerous on the year from corner kicks and set pieces.
3 corner kick goals in 4 games. This is where they want to try and put one away, and we've seen them have an Olympico as well.
McCamey in swinging ball, was looking for another Olympico that time. Keeper was up to snuff as Semle confident in the air, and there was a foul as well.
Wow, that should, no card. I think they get away with one there. A lot of contact on the keeper, especially when he's up in the air like that, unable to protect himself. Forward Madison gets away with one.
And I think if you're forward Madison, you do have to set the tone in some way.
Absolutely.
You're the underdog in this one. Pressure is on Lexington SC. You got to show up and say, hey, we're here to play, not to be bullied.
I love that it's the present and future type of matchup, especially Aaron Malloy playing against his former side. We heard from both head coaches heading into the Prinx Tires USL Cup and what it does for USL League One and giving these guys an opportunity to try and play at the level of the USL Championship and see if they can have success at the next level. Aaron Malloy has certainly carved out a nice little path for himself.
He sure has, and has really burst onto the scene with Lexington. That's something Matt Glazer told us for forward Madison. He said a lot of our guys do have the ambition of continuing to grow and move forward in this sport. And if we can be that foundation for them, win games in process as well, right, for us, and to collect trophies. So we take another look there, as that was the play you were talking about as the foul was called. But that is positive, right, for forward Madison, who has really invigorated the local Madison community with the way they've played.
Kevin Carmichael, especially a big part of their back line. They like to go to a 3-back when they get forward and expansive. If he were to have gotten carded, that would have been dangerous for their back line.
See what Zenge can do here on the right side. All the way around Malloy on the touch. Looked left, now back to the right, into the width. Malloy can exploit something in the channel instead. Service headed down. One hop though, right to JT Harms. It's good action there though from Lexington in the end. Malik Henry Scott.
Not a bad look. And again, Aaron Malloy is trying to feed Malik Henry Scott in the air. That's now the second or third time we've seen him try to hit him on that back post. Just needs to be a little bit more intentional with his run in. He hasn't given himself a good enough angle to put enough force behind it on those header opportunities.
Trying to pick up some confidence is Henry Scott, the forward, 24 years old from Plano, Texas. Lexington building from the back. Is Prinx Tires USL Cup an opportunity for Lexington to start fresh as a big crunching tackle and a foul. And a card issued there to Philip Goodrum.
A little bit of a tactical foul there. Philip Goodrum not wanting to allow AJ Edwards to go on a fast break. A little bit too much on it, and because he had that forward motion cutting him from behind, that's an easy card for the official to pull out.
That yellow card for Goodrum is brought to you by Hicks and Funsfin.
And that's where forward Madison, they like to be dynamic and throw a couple of different looks at you in terms of where that pressure is going to come from. We've seen the high press. They were in a bit of a low block there, and it confused Lexington and able to win that ball back.
Set piece, specialist McCamey. Oh, it was a good in-swinging ball. Nobody in pink was able to meet it and redirect it on frame.
Good work by Jacob Green there to check that shoulder, recognize he had no pressure behind him, lets that ball roll out, and they reset.
Mingo so far through 23 minutes have had to make the forward Madison fans proud. Saw tonight they've got the Feathertone Flamingos gathering in Madison at the Green Room Public House. So those of you watching, we appreciate you here on ESPN Plus. On the ball. Flamingos angling. Ball whipped in, now redirected. Edwards looking to play to feet and does. Humphrey, 1v1, snuffed out. And Edwards again, oh, whistle. It'll go the other way.
See, the Flamingos are just so creative in their approach. They've got playmakers all around the pitch, can attack you in a lot of different ways, trying up that right channel, but Lexington's done a really good job of clogging up that space, not making it easy for them to play through.
Last couple of moments, though, forward Madison has been getting on the ball. That's something that Lexington wanted to control the tempo, right, and make forward Madison chase.
That has certainly not been the case. It's been back and forth. I would say that Lexington had more of the control within the first 5 minutes, and that lends to being at home and being a bit more comfortable on your home pitch. But forward Madison has something to say about it in these last 10 minutes, really putting the pressure on.
See what Jacob Green can do here out of the back. Have to beat that press. A controlled press from the Flamingos. It's a unique shape. Oh, big tackle, play on. Here come the Mingos. Edwards cuts it back inside. Towards the middle, now the edge of the 18, running on to the back post. Oh, had a man, and too strong in the end.
Man, what a pretty build there from forward Madison. Unselfish play from A.J. Edwards, getting out of that space on the right side, seeing open grass. A smart decision here to switch the point of attack up the left side, give them an opportunity. And you see that trying to hit that back post, the runner just wasn't there in time.
Jackson Castro was hoping to be in on the end of that for what would have been his first goal of the season. Confidence has to be building here for the Mingos. They've really reapplied with their press and have set the tempo over the last 10-15 minutes.
And we could see it a little bit earlier, the disconnect between the middle and back line for Lexington. You just saw Aaron Malloy looking back to his center back saying, get up, push them higher up the pitch. They need to be more connected with those two lines.
Now Humphrey carrying it through the channel. Playing it over the top. Race to the end line. It's the last touch, though, by a player in black. If that is the case, another corner, yes, indeed, for the Flamingos. Do want to remind you, whether you're headed to the next match or your next road trip, step into class and experience luxury performance at the GenesisofLexington.com. Genesis of Lexington, part of Don Franklin Auto Group and proud partner of LSC. Another corner now coming for the Flamingos. McCammy's been busy, headed back out.
Let's see if they try to go to Kevin Carmichael again. They've got some size in the box. Kevin Carmichael standing at 6'2". They've also got a 6'4" in Turner Humphrey.
That time the ball went out for a throw near the corner flag. Just on the touchline, Edwards. Pretty good throw in, redirected, edge of the 6. And cleared out by Lexington.
There you saw, we were just talking about him, Turner Humphrey trying to be active, use that size to his advantage, a good clearance from Lexington.
Not sure if we thought the Flamingos would be asking this many questions in the first half. Patience was going to be the name of the game for forward Madison, but they've come in hungry.
Lexington, unfortunately, having to answer a lot of questions at the beginning of the year with such a new group.
Flicked forward, and now Lexington. Here's the transition opportunities they were waiting for. Ball played through into the 18, back across.
Malik Henry Scott has to eventually call his own number there and just go in and attack. You see, just there's a slight hesitation from the forwards in Lexington's side.
Perhaps here on the cross, service a bit long. The gathering on the other side. Drop to Brown. Epps, 1v1. Didn't catch it clean. Popped into the air on the clearance.
Man, and that was as good a chance as any for Lexington. We know the USL Championship League is such a transitional league. A lot of goals are scored in those moments. They have to take advantage, especially when they had so many numbers forward against forward Madison.
Oh, a turnover here. But staying with it in the middle. Over in central midfield, and they earn the ball back. Lexington overlapping run. Oh, that was about to be sensational. Chance here, shot, punched away. JT Harms comes up huge.
Looks like he caught JT Harms a bit off his line too. You could see that JT Harms was trying to adjust off that last trip into the attacking third and almost caught himself on his heels there.
Another corner kick coming. Is that presented by Commonwealth Credit Union? And it's Malloy calling out instructions.
He's really an extension of the coaching staff out on the pitch for Lexington side. Just quality leader out there for Lexington.
Playing against his former club. Plays it short. Now back to Malloy, first time on the cross. Headed out. And chasing after it is Ngobu. And a throw won by the Flamingos.
You just wonder why Lexington continues to try to be almost overtly creative on these corner kicks, trying to go short instead of testing forward Madison last in the box. And here we see that opportunity, Aaron Malloy ripping that shot, catching JT Harms on his heels, but a great save by Harms.
.32 minute, still 0-0, looking for the opener. Perhaps a match that has not flowed the way that we thought. And that's a credit to the Flamingos of forward Madison, who have been playing, as we mentioned, with a ton of confidence coming in.
Only 7 shots total for Lexington last time out. A season low for them. They've got 5 so far in this half, 3 on target, but it's the quality shots. A lot of them have been from range that have been on target. They like to just get a little bit closer and be more clinical in those moments.
Yeah, look over here at the expected goals. The XG not nearing 1 yet. And so while the chances have been there for Lexington, not a ton of quality. Really their first opportunity of the game was the best one, as it was Epson on goal. Ngobu had it for a moment, lost it. And now Semle, the 28-year-old's German, plays it forward, good with his feet.
Talking about building these players up, Ngobu in his first year in the pros, excited to see what he will turn into as a pretty quality goal scorer at the collegiate level. Played overseas as well in France. They're excited about how he will fit into the system. He can play, make, score goals, just haven't seen it yet.
Ngobu, the former UCF Golden Knight, playing in the American Conference. Good chance here.
And that was a pretty obvious jersey pull from behind.
No whistle.
Lexington can't catch a break.
Philip Goodrum.
That must be a new wrapping on it. Did he start the game with his head
see
wrapped?
it initially.
So it sounds like that was added in the last few minutes. You wonder if maybe that's why they've gone short on these corners then, with not wanting to dare in the air, because clearly he got knocked at some point, whether defending or on the attacking end in the air.
Maybe battling a cut as well, stop the bleeding.
Yeah, sometimes Vaseline's not enough to stop it.
True that.
Maybe that's why they wrapped it.
Lexington switches the point. They have it on the far side. Now through the middle. Looking for support. And he finds Brown. All the way to Epps. 1v1. Epps so dangerous onto his left foot. Swings it in. Lefty cross. Nobody home.
Oh, unlucky. A great ball across from Epps. Skirted right in front of that 6-yard box, exactly where somebody could put a head or a foot on it if they were in position. Just need to be better connected with the service and the runs coming into the box.
Another card issued. That card to Kendall Burks, brought to you by Hicks and Funson.
The referee has issued a yellow card to LSC's number 6, Aaron Malloy, in the 35th minute.
Oh, it was number 6, not 5. It was
Must have
Aaron
been
Malloy who got the yellow card.
Potentially something said, because it didn't look like he was at all in that duel.
Did they give it to both Burks and Malloy, or just one issue to Malloy?
I think just Malloy, but Lexington
Malloy.
certainly has some things to clean up at halftime. Need to be more connected defensively. Can't afford those silly fouls in a match like this.
Second ball won there by the Flamingos, but now Lexington can build out of the back. Manager Masaki Hemi telling us earlier this week he feels like they've done a nice job of creating chances, especially box to box. Just the finishing in the final third has left something to be desired, and was hoping a tournament like tonight that begins here at their home park could be the start of a new opportunity. Perhaps this is the opportunity for Lexington. Epps has been dangerous on the left side. Service again.
Yeah, it's the storyline of the season. They're great box to box, but as soon as they get to the doorstep, the sirens go off, and there's not a patience and a quality touch.
Brown, Malloy asks for it. Back now will switch. Plays it back. And forward through the channel. Good movement here from Lexington. And again, forward Madison has put a body in front of the ball each and every time. This is a corner. Just cleaning that up with the yellow card. It was Burks. We had it right the first time. Good job by our crew of finding the angles for that. This is a Commonwealth Credit Union corner kick.
And interesting, on this side of the pitch, it's not Aaron Malloy taking this corner.
Alfredo Midence, the Honduran. And again, playing it short. Lexington on the cross. The edge of the box. On that back post, Malloy here. And an attempt to chest down. Potential transition opportunity. And a little too much of tugging on the jersey there.
Great ball shielding though. That jersey pull and that frustration doesn't come unless a great ball shielding from the defender to prevent forward Madison from a breakaway attack.
That was Steven Anorgefami on the foul, 14. Getting the start tonight, his 5th of the year. Lexington looking for the opener. Apps crossing it in. Is this the moment now? And into the net. The opener indeed for the home side. And Xavier Zenge puts Lexington up 1-0.
That was one of those goals where you just need to put something on the end of it. Perfectly placed to that back post. You saw it was a little bit awkward with Xavier Zenge jumping before the ball got to him there, but he was able to collect himself, put a boot on it, find the back of the net. Lexington finally breaks through here. A beautiful ball, and you saw where he was just early on that jump. Doesn't really know how it found the back of the net. Doesn't matter because it did. They finally put one away.
Second of the season for Zenge, first of the Prinx Tires Cup. He says pick it out of the net. 1-0 to the home side.
Man, you can tell just how badly Lexington has been wanting to see one hit the net. The elation, the reaction from their side at home. We'll see what they do in these last 5 minutes of this first half. Try to keep their foot on the gas against Forward Madison.
Lexington SC goal in the 40th minute, number 12, Xavier Zenge.
Zenge in the 40th minute. As Lexington up a goal at home. Madison had been asking a ton of questions, had been threatening, but Lexington, that's got to make Masaki Hemi happy to see, right? Run of play, being able to move the ball, and finally somebody on the end of it.
Lexington has had the better opportunities and chances too so far in this first half. Forward Madison, when you look at their touches in the opposition box, only 4. 0 total big chances, 0 shots on target, only 2 shots so far in the first half.
Cheers to local beer. West 6th Brewing is proud to be the official craft beer of Lexington Sporting Club. Find their locally crafted beers all around the state of Kentucky. Head to west6.com to visit one of their dynamic tap rooms and learn more about Stadium Ale, the official craft beer of Lexington SC. Man, I think I need a...
They got every penny in that ad, huh?
I would say I'm going to need a Stadium Ale after that read. You know, in Lexington, they have craft beer. In Louisville, they have bourbon.
Okay.
That's the name of the game in the state of Kentucky. This ball in.
Well, they'll be sharing a few after this one if they can finally add a win to the column. Last win, March 25th for Lexington side.
Oh, well, up again, a new opportunity here in a new tournament. Another good ball, Goodrum. Looking for help, first time shot. Oh man, JT Harms. Come on now.
What a save, and you see he's talking to his back line. I need better help than that. Cut this guy off, especially to the delivery inside. Great job by Philip Goodrum too, recognizing he didn't have an angle. Puts it on a tee for Malik Henry Scott to fire one away. Great work from JT Harms.
Corner kick brought to you by Commonwealth Credit Union. To the back post, headed back across the face of goal. Forward Madison not out of the woods yet. And finally able to collect the ball are the Flamingos.
JT Harms with a 79% save success rate. We just saw a piece of that, reason why that number is so high. Just a great shot stopping ability.
You know, his manager, Matt Glazer, saying about Harms, the DNA really comes through, right? Hometown kid, the personality, the toughness. Spent some time in the Columbus Crew Academy and in the youth national team systems, has gone all the way to Germany to train as well. And he's done really well here tonight to keep the Flamingos in this one and give them an opportunity.
Matt Glazer saying he's really good with the ball at his feet too. Haven't had to see him be that 11th man out on the pitch. Hasn't really been able to evade his 18-yard box because of the pressure we've seen from Lexington.
Tugging in the jersey there, Goodrum watches his team recollect the ball, play it out into the width. 1v1. Terrific ball, top of the 18, have a hit. Javane Brown, save again though by Harms. Didn't quite get his weight behind it.
He's working himself back too from an injury last year, still getting his legs under him. Just signed in March with Lexington SC, a player they're excited about as well. Try and generate more goal scorers.
Malloy,
He's
so
just
tough.
so good in those moments, is you can really rely on him, but what you can't rely on is that errant pass there.
Torres trying to make Lexington pay on the shot, save Semley. Has 1 minute of added time.
Whoever gave that away needs to pay for Semley's dinner tonight, because a terrible pass out of the back, and Semley has to do all the work to protect his net there.
Big moment from Semley. How about A.J. Edwards, who has been so active and influential here in the first half for the Flamingos. We've called his number a ton. Dangerous from the back. Another corner here for forward Madison McCamey. 22-year-old from Raleigh, North Carolina. Lefty in swinging ball towards the 6. Headed down and in. We're level here right at the end of the first half. Guess who? A.J. Edwards on the road.
I was just about to say, look who it is, A.J. Edwards. Go ahead and celebrate some. He has been knocking on the door to find the back of the net. Look at the timing on this header. Just waits to put all of his weight behind it too, to put a good strike on it. Had to almost get parallel with the ground there on that corner kick, and puts it in a spot that Semley just really had no chance.
He has been so good in this first 45. I believe that's the halftime whistle. And a deserved 1-1 scoreline as we go to the break.
And how frustrating for Lexington in stoppage time to give up the equalizer to A.J. Edwards. Lexington with answers, with questions, more questions than answers going into halftime.
1-1 after 45 here in this group stage first round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup.
This is where worry turns into relief. Where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington Sporting Club isn't just a team, it's your club. That's why you need the LSC credit and debit cards only from Commonwealth Credit Union. With your LSC card, you get exclusive discounts on tickets, merch, and get to celebrate your club with every swipe or tap. Show your Lexington Sporting Club pride and gear up with the ultimate fan accessory only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
Lexington, start your engines. It's match day. Genesis of Lexington is proud to partner with Lexington Sporting Club, delivering craftsmanship, performance, and premium experience on and off the field. From kickoff to final whistle, we're investing back in the community that fuels this club. Ready to make your next move? Step into class and experience luxury evolve at genesisoflexington.com. Genesis of Lexington. Drive the difference.
This isn't just a soccer match. It's a movement that brings the city together, brings it to its feet. The noise,
Wind up effort. Oh my goodness!
the energy.
It is Firmino!
90 minutes where nothing else matters.
How about a debut goal for Lexington?
It's the year of the horse. Our year.
Eps inside, Benton!
Be there when it happens.
It's 1-1. Here we're level. After 45 minutes, the Prinx Tires USL Cup between Lexington SC and Forward Madison FC. Lexington SC fans, $1.50 beer night is back at Lexington SC Stadium on Friday, May 8th at 7:30 p.m. Be sure to purchase your tickets today at lexsporting.com/tickets. Well, let's take a look at what's going on around the USL as we're at halftime here in Lexington.
So how did we get here? Well, after 4 group stage matches, Hartford Athletic and Louisville City were tied with 9 points. The first tiebreaker, total goals. Hartford scored 9, Louisville had 8. And that wild card spot launched Hartford's run to the USL Cup title. This year's Cup promises even more drama. 42 clubs in the USL Championship and League One will form 7 groups filled out by region. Each club will play 4 group matches, and when the dust settles, the 7 group winners will advance along with 1 wild card team, not 2 wild cards like last year. The remaining 8 clubs will be drawn into 4 quarterfinal matches with 1 stipulation. The wild card cannot be drawn against its group winner. The 4 quarterfinal winners will then be drawn for the semifinal round, with the 2 finalists drawn to determine the host for the Prinx Tires USL Cup final.
This week on USL All Access, it's the convergence of cups. We walk through the round of 32 in US Open Cup, get ready for the first round of group stage games in the Prinx Cup.
Off-season roster building comparisons between the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Sporting Jacksonville. What's the biggest difference between the two that has caused the early year success for the Tampa Bay Rowdies?
You'll see it SiriusXM FC or the USL YouTube page every Tuesday night.
Another exciting season in the USL on tap. It's been a good first half so far. Prinx Tires USL Cup. It's the group stage. Lexington, Forward Madison, level after 45.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years. Our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Prinx tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinx tires will be there for the long haul.
This isn't just a soccer match. It's a movement that brings the city together, brings it to its feet. The noise,
Wind up effort. Oh my goodness!
the energy.
It is Firmino!
90 minutes where nothing else matters.
How about a debut goal for Lexington?
It's the year of the horse. Our year.
Eps inside, Benson!
Be there when it happens.
Here at Lexington SC Stadium, it has been Xavier Senge and AJ Edwards so far that have provided the fireworks. Where we're at 1-1 and level after the first half. More USL action that is no doubt going to be thrilling this season as we take another look at what's going on around the league.
It is halftime in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Time for some of the headlines for this week. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio. Corey Bennett of Colorado Springs scored 2 goals against Monterey Bay in Week 7 of the USL Championship. That's 6 goals for the season, the Golden Boot lead through 7 games, and that total matches the season high for an individual player from the Switchbacks in 2025. In League One, AC Boise's first home victory of the season was a dominating 4-0 performance against Westchester SC. Dennis Kostashin climbed within a goal of the leader in the Golden Boot race with a pair of goals. He's now scored 3 times in Boise's past 2 games. And Boise played a big part in a huge attendance week for League One at Week 7. More than 22,000 fans total. Boise led the way with 7,204. And Portland Hearts of Pine close behind, 6,033. If those 2 clubs were in the USL Championship, Boise would rank 6th in average attendance through 7 weeks. Portland would rank 8th. Upcoming national broadcasts for both the championship and League One: Detroit City and Louisville City. Boise hosts FC Naples, and Richmond hosts Charleston in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. All 3 matches are on the CBS Sports Network. Well, the second half is getting closer. Let's get you back out to your match.
Good stuff there. Well, shots are 8-4 in favor of Lexington so far, but the scoreline, it reads 1-1. We are level here in Lexington. See if the Flamingos have the upset on the other side. The Prinx Tires USL Cup continues after these messages.
Lexington, start your engines. It's match day. Genesis of Lexington is proud to partner with Lexington Sporting Club, delivering craftsmanship, performance, and premium experience on and off the field. From kickoff to final whistle, we're investing back in the community that fuels this club. Ready to make your next move? Step into class and experience luxury evolved at genesisoflexington.com. Genesis of Lexington. Drive the difference.
This is where worry turns into relief. Where confusion turns into answers. This is where your family can turn to the experts for the big things and the little things. Extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Lexington Sporting Club isn't just a team, it's your club. That's why you need the LSC credit and debit cards only from Commonwealth Credit Union. With your LSC card, you get exclusive discounts on tickets, merch, and get to celebrate your club with every swipe or tap. Show your Lexington Sporting Club pride and gear up with the ultimate fan accessory only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
Don't know how to use it. Okay. Prinx Tires USL Cup, and it's 1-1 at halftime here from Lexington. Arya Masudi and Brooke Kirchhoffer joining you here. It was actually an incredible first half that ebbed and flowed, both teams having their run of play between Lexington SC and Forward Madison. Brooke, as we break down the first half, what stands out to you in minute 24?
Lexington was in control for the first 10 minutes, but then here came Forward Madison, putting the pressure on. Really, AJ Edwards, which we saw him cash in toward the end of the first half, but he had been chomping at the bit up the right side, found himself over to the left side. We'll see that goal in just a minute, but here is where Lexington was finally able to put one away, and it was Xavier Zenge on the back post, just willing this ball into the net. You can see a little bit of an awkward leap there. Jumps before the ball could get to him on that half volley, but finds a way to the back of the net.
And then finally, late in the first half, in the 42nd minute, as Lexington continued to ask questions, we saw JT Harms really step up with one of the big saves of the night.
Stoppage time, though, is where the goal comes from. AJ Edwards stays ready on that back post, patient on that header, not patient in the celebration, and gets right to it. We saw all the different dance moves off to the side, well deserved. And take a look at the shot counter. Lexington with so many more opportunities, but again, just a bit timid still in the final third. We'll see if that changes now in the second half. Meanwhile, Forward Madison taking advantage of their opportunities, only 4 shots in the first half, and they find the back of the net off a corner kick.
Expected goals in this one nearing 1.4 for Lexington and 0.25 for Forward Madison.
That's now 4 corner kick goals in 5 games for Forward Madison.
Second half now underway here as it's level at 1-1. And this one, 8 shots for Lexington, 4 for Forward Madison. And Brooke, as we take a turn towards the second half, what do you think needs to be done by both sides?
I think if you're Forward Madison, try to keep your foot on the gas with that momentum and try and catch Lexington on their heels. I mean, that was just a debilitating way to give up a goal in stoppage time. Lexington, everything was going right for them toward the end of the first half. They finally find the back of the net. Can they keep that confidence going is what I want to see from Lexington's side. And I think it's Malik Henry Scott now who is due for an opportunity in front of the net.
Entering now the 48th minute of action. On the ball here is Lexington.
You can see Lexington is just trying to bait forward Madison out of their shape. Not willing to be too risky on.
Here now, T. And now cleared out. One-to-one between Lexington and Madison. '50th minute. Lexington and forward Madison here in the group stage, first round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. On the ball now Lexington here from Lexington, Kentucky. Arya Masudi and Brooke Kirchhoffer. The Flamingos have been impressive.
Man, that was a great run on the back line. You saw Philip Goodrum was able to just get in behind and was hoping to have some nonverbal communication so that they wouldn't see his run in behind there, and unfortunately his midfielder just didn't catch him.
Referee tonight, Jorge Escobar Brook, as Lexington has the ball here in the form of Blaine Ferry. Now to Malloy. What does Lexington have to adjust here in the second 45?
I think Lexington's done a really good job of, when they're in possession, just breaking down forward Madison. They told us this week that they wanted to try to get them to chase, especially on the road, try to wear them down. We're seeing more of that now in the second half, but can they be more clinical in that final touch? We saw just losing that ball. They did a great job of really making forward Madison pull apart and find different space to play through, but unlucky there on that last pass in.
On the touch, terrific. In tight spaces as Green able to carve out a dangerous situation there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of physicality from forward Madison, especially in the middle of the pitch. A lot of fouls that probably should have been called, but the center referee is just letting them play on.
They've allowed it to be a physical match, no doubt. Here tonight in Lexington. How about the Flamingos and the way that they have been able to match and even at times set the tone physically against Lexington SC.
Philip Goodrum just trying to do too much on the ball there with a little bit of a flick on. Didn't get the ball forward the way he wanted to over that defender.
If Goodrum can allow on the press. Nope. Now Flamingos playing direct. Trying to go over the back line.
They're so good in transition, just waiting for that moment to pounce and attack Lexington with numbers forward. Not good to see. It looked like A.J. Edwards down for the Flamingos, who has been a critical piece to their success tonight.
You can see it on the bottom of your screen a moment ago. I think he was 12. Brooke Roman Torres. He blew a tire.
Another key player for them, too, that does a really good job in creating up the middle of the pitch for them. Good job of solving problems for Madison on that middle line. Maybe just a cramp, but looks like they'll get tended to a bit more from their trainer.
Certainly you hope just that for Torres from Dallas, Texas, who spent time with Minnesota United, FC2, a well-rounded midfielder per his head coach Matt Glazer. Drafted him 25th overall by Minnesota United last year. Let's take another look.
Didn't see any contact there on Roman Torres. More of the contact on Jacob Green. Again, very physical side from forward Madison, getting away with a couple of clips there to the back heels that time against Jacob Green.
Captain's armband for Lexington, as is the case usually with Aaron Malloy. Maybe a hamstring pull as they're tending to Torres.
Speaking of captain's armband, surprised to hear Matt Kemme say that Aaron Malloy is the best captain he's had in his entire coaching career, and he's been at multiple stops on both the men and women's side, different variations of the professional realm, NWSL Gainbridge Super League, and then of course USL Championship, going back to the league, his first year back in USL Championship. But the value of Aaron Malloy, and he said, you wish you had 11 Aaron Malloys out on the pitch. It would certainly solve a lot of problems for them.
Indeed, and then the way that Malloy goes about his business on a day-to-day basis. And you asked a good question to Mac about the leadership qualities, right? And the way that he goes about his everyday routine. You need players like that in the locker room that show you the method and show you that 24 hours of day-to-day professionalism the Lexington SC no doubt has as Torres is coming off. And it'll be number 30, Enrique Moccasin, the Panamanian, who will come in.
On loan from one of the top leagues in Panama, provides energy. They're going to need that from him off the bench here.
Cross dealt with for a throw.
Speaking of physicality, man, what a physical league that is in Panama. Certainly fits the mold of this forward Madison side and how they want to play in their identity.
Long throw into the 6, headed back, looking for a second head.
Man, what a great flick on two from that front post side, trying to keep it alive for Lexington. Well defended by forward Madison. Here you'll see that initial flick on from that front post. Looks like that was from Arturo Ordonez, a huge ad for Lexington, his first season with the club. He was the USL Championship Defender of the Year a couple years ago with Pittsburgh. They're expecting a lot of big things from him.
Looking for a big moment here as we approach the 60th minute. Malloy had a steam forward for Goodrum. Cleared out for a throw.
That's where Aaron Malloy can just turn it on and be a difference maker, can turn a match on its head there. I don't know if Philip Goodrum was quite ready for Aaron Malloy up that left side of the pitch. Coming in with a burst of speed, dangerous from anywhere.
Another long throw, falls at the 6, and blasted away. Now forward Madison, good hold up play.
Man, you'd like to see more pressure on the ball, especially when it drops right there in the box. Lexington, Senge was closest to it, didn't get a boot on it.
Good ball from Malloy forward. Zenge, who's got a goal tonight. Now Ferry angling Malloy. You see his influence on the match. And a nice deke there. But too heavy on the ball. That was Claudel Ngobu, the Frenchman. A lot of pace and athleticism for the Flamingos. Haven't been able to tap into a ton of it tonight. If not for A.J. Edwards' heroics towards the end of the first half, they'd still be down a goal, 1-0. But they've been tough to break down.
They have had to defend a ton in this one. Only 39% possession so far in this match. Have had to chase, which was by design for Lexington heading into this match, but forward Madison hasn't showed any signs of let up.
They've played confidently so far tonight. 1-1 as we enter the 61st minute. I want to remind you that Lexington Sporting Club is thrilled to offer Lil Kickers, a nationally acclaimed youth soccer program built for children ages 18 months to 9 years. Sessions are now live. Sign up at lexsporting.com/youth.
18 months, start him young.
Is that when you started?
I don't think so.
Goodrum goes down, point. And a foul indeed. It'll be a dangerous set piece opportunity. And A.J. Edwards pleads his case.
You could see the referee said there was an extension there, pushing both arms out. You'll see it. Oh, I don't know if I did see it. It looked like more of just a touch, and good job on Lexington's side of feeling that hand on his back, selling it forward. And you can see why A.J. Edwards is trying to plead his case.
Big moment here perhaps for Lexington. Malloy standing over the ball alongside Blaine Ferry. Michael Adedokun will come on for Javane Brown.
And number 30, Lakeith Blessing, replaces number 18, Malik Henry Scott.
I believe I also heard Malik Henry Scott will be coming off.
Lakeith Blessing coming on, over 200 MLS apps. This is a guy who has a ton of experience. What a threat off the bench. That many appearances on the MLS side of things. 2022 MLS champion.
Malloy has a go right into the wall. Second shot takes a deflection, and it's in. Lexington will lead. And it was Jacob Green on the final touch.
Jacob Green just feathered that ball perfectly to that back post, and Fort Madison watched it go in. No one went in to stop it, put a foot on it. Watch this one again. A lot of people just staring and looking around, not sure how that one found its way to the back of the net. JT Harms couldn't do much with that one. Just a beautifully slotted ball right inside that right post. Jacob Green now with 2 goals this season.
And in the 63rd minute, at their home park, Lexington leads by a goal.
Jacob Green almost looks like he surprised himself too. I mean, he put a nice strike on the ball. I just don't think he thought it was going to be able to thread its way through. There was a lot of traffic there for Fort Madison, just no one put a foot on it.
And hard to see in the end for Harms. Now confidence building. Lexington shot over the bar. I love that he gave it back. I think I would have grabbed it and ran. At least trade it for a concession item.
Absolutely.
Start the bartering system. Get at least a hot dog or hamburger.
Got a 3-year-old nephew at home, and half the assignment is bribes and trying to do anything to get him to do what you want him to, right?
Yeah, times are tough. You got to start them early, no doubt. Lexington was feeling good about themselves. Forward Madison trying to level it again. Shot saved. Semle.
That's why Oliver Semle makes the big bucks. Heads up play there. Watch this one enter in as Jackson Castro, a beautiful ball forward there to Ryan Carmichael, one touch, and Semle read it like a book.
Fifth shot of the match for the Flamingos, who have impressed tonight. But Lexington so far up a goal. The latest, Jacob Green in the 63rd minute. A unique point system in the Prinx Tires USL Cup, a regulation victory, 3 points. But for Forward Madison, if they can find a goal and get to penalty kicks at 2-2, that earns them a point as well, no matter what.
Yeah, the 3 points are still up for grabs, even if this one ends in a tie with going to automatic PKs.
An exciting format here for the USL on that 1-2. Finds the feet of Ngobu. Carmichael, dangerous a moment ago. Finds it at his feet on a cross in the box, chasing after it, intended for Gifami. Stephen Anur Gifami He's number 14 from Ghana. Outstanding player for the University of Virginia in the ACC in his collegiate days.
What an outstanding switch all the way over to fresh legs and Michael Adedukun.
Out wide. And now Latif Blessing, his first touch is Malloy. Try and stretch the defense. Adedokun stays with it. Tried an outside of the boot pass, tried to flick it forward, couldn't. But Lexington recovers, Goodrum. Adedokun on the drop. To Ferry, back post, and the finish. As clean as you like. Terrific from Lexington, and they double their lead.
What a perfect ball over the back line to Marcus Epps, who just slot that one home. One touch, gives himself a good angle. Lexington, they were waiting for this confidence to come, and it comes at home in the Prinx Tires USL Cup, as we see another beautiful ball from Blaine Ferry, giving Marcus Epps an opportunity in his first goal of the season.
And Epps had been asking questions in the first half as the celebrations are on. Lexington can see 3 points. And it's been 2 goals in the second half by Jacob Green and Marcus Epps that have Lexington leading by 2 over forward Madison. It feels like they might be wearing down as the match has gone on.
Our biggest question to Matt Kemme this week was the final action. What's the mindset with the group when they're not able to find the back of the net for Lexington? And he said, we're just one pass away from creating a big opportunity. Well, they are finally creating those opportunities and putting them away here against forward Madison.
Out forward, Ngobu has Bulma. Shot off the board and off the post and in.
Oh no, Lexington, a deflection leads to a goal for forward Madison. Did that one go off Xavier Zenge? An own goal?
It might be indeed. The Flamingos won't mind either way as they pull one back.
Lexington caught sleeping after celebrating that last goal, and so unlucky. Comes off the post and hits Zenge in the face for an own goal. Not much you can do about that.
No. And Zenge has now scored 2 goals in this game, 1 for his team and 1 against.
Brutal.
I do want to correct what we said earlier. Kanyane actually available tonight and now into the game. And so Genny is available. The red card not carrying over to the Prinx Tires USL Cup. And good. It should not.
I am surprised. It should not, right. That was one of the things that we were kind of scratching our heads, wondering what was going on there with that red card, if it did carry over. Clearly it has not, but I'm surprised that he didn't get the start for forward Madison with how well he has played to start the season for them.
No doubt, it started 4 matches already, but he'll come in tonight as a sub. And as he comes on, the Flamingos get a goal back.
So much so, Matt Glazer, when they signed him, he said he checks every box for what a forward Madison player will look like this season. It means a lot to this group. '72nd minute, 3-2.
Lexington by 1. Latif Blessing, a little nudge to the back. Oh, says get up, play on. Wow. Ngobu charging forward, has support now coming. It's Ngobu, solo run. It'll be a corner.
Another gift for forward Madison. There's been a couple of times where we have seen them be a bit chippy and physical in the middle of the pitch when advancing, when what I would say is a foul that should have been called. They get away with it, and now we'll try to continue to be effective from these corner kicks that have gone their way so far this season.
In swinging ball, knotted down at the edge of the 6. And Malloy clears it out outside of the boot. But it drops to the Flamingos. Monjoma got the start tonight. And over the touchline, it'll be a throw. '74th minute of action. Jacob Green, who has a goal in this second half. Do want to remind fans to visit lexsporting.com to shop at the Lexington SC Team store, your one-stop destination for all of the latest LSC gear and official merchandise. Visit lexsporting.com. Monjoma will come off, Torre on.
He's got an interesting background too. Two-sport athlete in Canada. Can you guess what the other sport was outside of soccer?
Tell us.
Canada? Hockey?
Hockey, I guess that was an easy
Our
one.
producer said curling in my ear. That was a good guess, but hockey. So again, more physicality on forward Madison's side. We know the characteristics that they like to bring to this club.
To that I say Jack Hughes says hello for the Golds.
Nice little nod.
Listen, Brooke, I'm going to enjoy that one for 4 years.
Pretty amazing.
Been waiting a long time for
yes.
that one. 3-2. Lexington leads by a goal. Flamingos have looked dangerous. They've been pesky, not easy to put down. As we enter the final 15 or so minutes, what do you want to see from both of these clubs?
I think we're kind of at a stalemate right now between Lexington and Forward Madison in just the last few minutes since that awkward own goal from Lexington's side of things. Both just forcing it a bit too much and getting stuck in the middle of the pitch. We'll see if Lexington will try and reset, slow this one down, and get back to making Forward Madison chase like they did so well coming out of the break. If you're Forward Madison, you have to try and get to those penalty kicks and equalize here. They're a team that has had success in this type of format. A couple years ago, the runner-up in the USL Cup. They know what it takes to get it done.
What's impressed you most about the way they've played tonight?
The engine of this Forward Madison group. They do not run out of steam. They're really connected, move together as a unit, and don't make a whole lot of mistakes. I would say we've seen more Lexington mistakes than Forward Madison side. When you talk about a group that has only 2 returning players too, how organized they have played to start the season is impressive.
Ade Dokun pops it into the night sky of Lexington. Cleared out. To your point about Forward Madison, a team that does play with a lot of belief. 5 goals through 4 league matches so far. As this cross looking for Goodrum. A lot of bodies going down. It'll go the other way on the foul.
Philip Goodrum, a warrior tonight. You see, he just had to give his bench the thumbs up, letting them know that he's okay despite a bandaged head. We know that that came at some point early on in this match where he had to go and get some treatment and get that wrapped up.
Now the Mingos, Ngobu, a team that mentioned they wanted to be adaptable this evening. Take what the game it gave them. Not a team that's easy to score on. They've only conceded coming in 6 goals. And you've got to give them a lot of credit. Another look here on Ade Okun.
Yeah, and you see Philip Goodrum laying out, trying to be effective in the aerial duel.
Yeah, looking to slip Goodrum through.
He's so good at slipping past those defenders too on that back line when they're not paying attention. I think they've figured out his game at this point. Anytime they look to play him forward, you see how quickly they drop off of Goodrum and put space in front of him.
A whistle. And now if you're Lexington, in no rush, you've got the 1-goal lead. A little under 12 minutes and some added time to play.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of stoppage time in this one either.
On that far left side. Lexington takes their width. Now to the middle, Malloy looks to carve out a pass. And not on the same page there. And the execution to Ade Okun.
Nice idea, trying to feed him up that right side, recognizing he's got fresh legs coming off the bench about 10-15 minutes ago.
Flamingos, terrific ball forward, all flag went up. Nice idea. Claudel Ngobu, who has been very active tonight. Matt Glazer has to love the way his team has shown this evening. He would love even more to get a result out of it if he can.
Well, and as he told us too, they're not afraid of going on the road and taking on this Lexington side. He said, oh, we'd love to be the villains and pull off the cup set here in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Opening round 2, it's been really solid football to watch the first 80 minutes here.
One of the youngest teams in USL 1. Looking for the equalizer late, final 10 minutes on that free kick. Still asking questions here. Carmichael couldn't beat Green. Help comes, he turns onto his left foot, the cross, cleared out. Terrific effort to win the ball back. Humphrey, back post, headed down and out. It'll be a goal kick.
Interesting song choice, especially with Fort Madison threatening on your home side. A great ball, a crossover from Turner Humphrey, trying to get them up in the air on that back post.
As the beat continues on here at Lexington SC Stadium. A point to the watch indicating there will be some stoppage time added for this delay. That is Jacob Green indeed, who's down. And now back on his feet. Some extra hydration here for the players. The stretch run, final 8 minutes before stoppage time. See if Lexington makes a sub or chooses to play with 10 men.
Looks like he's grabbing at that left hamstring.
Substitution for Lexington
and will come off.
22. Brooke, that would be Joe Hafferty.
Hey, you bring in a guy who is used to being in this system. 35 appearances for Lexington in 2025. Was one of the MLS Next Pro Best 11 back in 2023. So brings in a lot of experience off the bench for that back line.
He does indeed. Hometown fans, why go far when the best stay is right here at home? Embassy Suites Lexington Green is your go-to spot for a weekend staycation, a night out, hosting meetings and events, or out-of-town friends. Local, loyal, and always game day ready.
Though I don't know, Marcus Epps in that duel there, I think he got called for the extension of the arm, but that was a great one-on-one battle up that left side of the pitch.
Trying to get in behind the defense. Oh, big shoulder to shoulder. The throw will belong to the Flamingos. Zenge was in there with Bolma. Now Bolma on the ball. 1v1 against Zenge. Drops it back. And in the end, that one leaving a lot to be desired. Doesn't threaten Semle in net.
Mikasa just with a little bit too much bend on that ball, trying to feed it to the back post. Off the bench, though, sending that one over the post.
Mac Hemme hoping for a big victory tonight in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Wanted to make forward Madison chase against Lexington, wear them out. And said, we've got to create more chances. We've done well box to box. We talked about that earlier. Brooke, they've done that tonight. They've finished on 3 of their chances and looking for perhaps a 4th and to shut the door.
And you asked him, who are you challenging right now in this scoring slump to get going? And he was candid to saying it's Philip Goodrum, and we've seen just what a warrior he's been so far in this match tonight. And they continue to try to feed him, but he's just been well defended and covered up by forward Madison's back line.
Colin McAmey is hobbled.
Powerful strike on the ball. Kind of awkward how it hit the bottom of his boot.
Here's the throw. Good ball in. Deflected out, but staying with Lexington.
Unlucky there, Joe Hafferty trying to feed Marcus Epps out just around that pressure. Just didn't put it on the money, a little bit too inside. Defender able to push that one away, but Lexington is able to maintain possession here.
86th minute. Blessing. Dispossess. Malloy. So influential. Adedokud on the shot, takes a deflection, and it flutters into the hands of Harms.
Enrique Mikasa right there trying to clean it up on the deflection. Good hands from JT Harms.
One might say he put it out of harm's way. I'm glad you
Not
appreciate
bad.
that joke.
I did appreciate it. More appreciate this angle here, and we can see the effort it took for JT Harms to clean that one up as Latif Blessing is right on it, trying to, I think that deflection affected Blessing's angle there, allowed JT Harms to step right in front.
Poor touch from Ordonez, has a throw for the Flamingos. You can see what Blessing's influence has already been since coming on about 15 minutes ago. Really tried to get him as many touches as possible for Lexington.
Looking to be a blessing. I'll add to your dad jokes.
There we
Ryan's
go.
here.
A little over 5 minutes, fans. Hang in there with us.
Hey, this has been a fun one and definitely lived up to the bill. We knew that forward Madison was coming in with a full head of steam, wanting to challenge Lexington on the road, be that villain in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Meanwhile, Lexington just trying to get back to who they know that they can be in the attacking end. Putting 3 goals away will certainly help their confidence moving forward once they get back to regular USL Championship play.
No doubt, and to your point, I think 10 shots on target out of 15 is another step in the right direction for Matt Hemmy's group.
More active, being more selfish and dangerous in the attacking third. He wanted to see them take more risks. We've certainly seen that.
Yeah, being a little more ruthless tonight. And for forward Madison, we've talked about their confidence. They know they can challenge in USL 1 this season. They were hoping to come in here tonight and really stun the league and really believe that they could do it. And they've hung around. They've given themselves a chance, right? They haven't allowed themselves to see this game broken wide open. And so as the last final few moments here of this match tick on, they've put themselves in position to potentially pull an equalizer.
And if we've learned anything, I don't think A.J. Edwards is going to spend too much time in USL League One. With the talent we have seen from him on both sides, up the left and right channel, off that back line, likes to get forward, is a serious threat for forward Madison.
Yeah, part of the San Jose Earthquakes Academy was Edwards. He's actually the #1 forward in Northern California per Top Drawer Soccer. And started at UCLA in his college days. And so Edwards tonight, who's on the score sheet, has shown his potential, no doubt, and how effective he can be. As Brooks said, maybe one final chance before stoppage time for the Flamingos. They've been brave tonight. Dangerous in the box. Couple of deflections. So we got a whistle.
You saw they were trying to put some window dressing on that set piece that they've been just so effective at this year. That's a credit to their head coach and Matt Glazer and how they draw it up in the training sessions. They are a serious threat on these opportunities. And let's see if we see where the contact's at. We just saw a collision of 3 Lexington defenders all kind of running right into each other. And yeah, I think good no call here. It'll just be Lexington's ball.
I think the momentum and the energy of the domino effect, all the players saw each other going down and decided to go down. As you see, 6 minutes of stoppage time. And so, pretty good amount of time left for forward Madison. Cheers to local beer. West 6th Brewing is proud to be the official craft beer of Lexington Sporting Club. Find their locally crafted beers all around the state of Kentucky. Head to west6.com to visit one of their dynamic tap rooms and learn more about Stadium Ale, the official craft beer of Lexington SC. In the first of 6 minutes of stoppage time, Lexington definitely wants to stay on the ball and kill this game off. 3 points are in view for the home side. Edge of the 18. On that box, some razzle-dazzle. As Malloy. Over to Adeku. And the header down and in. He'd been sniffing it all night. And Philip Goodrum finally finds his and shuts the door here in the Prinx Tires USL Cup.
The effort finally pays off for Philip Goodrum. Matt Hemmy called on his number ahead of this match, saying we need to get you more involved. We need to see that offensive production. And chomping at the bit all 90 minutes, now in stoppage time, is able to put it away. You see the bandaged head. Certainly needs to get into an ice bath after how physical this match has been, taking on a very good forward Madison back line. He finally breaks through for one.
So good it hurts for Philip Goodrum, and he finally has his first goal of the campaign in his 8th start. That's got to feel good. Toughness on display, and 4 goals tonight for Lexington. A step in the right direction for Mac Hemi's squad, who no doubt now have 3 points in tow.
Philip Goodrum's a proven goal scorer too with Lou City, 13 goals in the 2025 campaign. We'll see if this will start to get the ball rolling for him to find more success on that front line.
Well, for Lexington, their next game is May 2nd on Saturday when they go to Las Vegas Lights FC, followed by a match against Monterey Bay at home. And then May 23rd, a couple weeks off before they go to Indianapolis to take on the Indy 11. Shot from distance, had some bend to it, but nothing too threatening in the end.
Well, they put another one away. Now it's just 3 minutes of can you play mistake-free football, and you know Aaron Malloy will be leading the charge in that. Pulling the strings, making sure everybody's connected. They're very good defensively in terms of staying organized. We've seen that. That has not been an issue. It's been the goal scoring. That was an issue for Lexington heading into tonight. No more. Finding the back of the net 4 times.
11 shots on target out of 16 overall.
Yeah, that's the type of efficiency Mac Hemi has been looking for from his group.
He wanted the Flamingos to feel the presence, especially away from home. And I think they've succeeded in that tonight. Couple minutes left. There's a foul there.
You see Philip Goodrum. Forward progress, wanted to continue to keep going with that one, instead it's called back. That's got to feel good for Mac Hemi, hearing the crowds, LSC, and at home, getting the crowd support once again.
It's been a night to celebrate for Lexington. They can smell the 3 points. Zenge has a goal tonight. And for forward Madison, they'll be disappointed, no doubt, to come away empty-handed in this one on a night where they showed their poise and their toughness and identity that Matt Glazer wanted to continue to build upon. And he said, we're playing with house money, and you could see it this evening. The game just kind of inched away from them slowly in the second half, looking for a 5th, and a corner coming. For forward Madison, they still have matches coming up at Sarasota Paradise on May 2nd, at AV Alta FC on May 9th, Detroit City FC on May 16th. We'll get back into league play and take another look.
Lexington still looking to add to that lead. Look at another opportunity with the corner kick.
This corner presented by Commonwealth Credit Union.
4 corners tonight for Lexington at home.
In swinging ball punched out by Harms. No follow there at the top of the 18. Epps. As the final few seconds tick off here. On the edge. Low kick save. Big second half from Lexington FC. And perhaps one final chance for a 5th goal. Low shot. What a sequence for Harms. But in the end, it's the final 45 minutes that proved to be the difference. Level at halftime, but Lexington at home flexes its muscles. They take 3 points in the Prinx Tires USL Cup, 4-2 the final against Forward Madison.
And the final action comes in the opening round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup for Mac Hemi's group, who has just been itching to find the back of the net. Their first win since March 25th. It was interesting, he told us, confidence can't come from mysterious factors. Confidence can come from purposeful reps in training. He said they've done everything right in terms of the preparation and the work to put in. It just has to show up in match. Well, they finally see the in-match success, and you saw after that first goal was scored, the confidence continued to grow for his group on the offensive end. Frustrating to see an own goal, but because of the work they did on the offensive end, that one is not the one that punishes them. They walk away with the 3 points.
Green, Epps, and Goodrum get on the score sheet in the second half. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back to put the finishing touches of this 4-2 win for Lexington. Lexington 4, Forward Madison 2. Fans going home happy in Lexington, Kentucky. 3 points for Lexington here in the Prinx Tires USL Cup as we take a look at highlights.
Them, and really when they needed it most, especially with that unfortunate own goal, it wasn't enough for it to go to PKs. They get the job done offensively with 4 goals.
Dominant tonight in terms of the metrics. 18 shots, 13 shots on target, 58% of the possession. Lexington ST showed you what kind of quality side they are.
You talk about the dominance. I'm more impressed with the level of consistency here and the fact that they were able to be so much more effective. 18 of those shots, 13 on target. That's something Matt Kemme can work with in terms of moving forward in training session and continuing to build now on the confidence they're getting from new goal scorers so far this season.
Brooke, a lot of fun here tonight.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
it was. Good time, first time working with you too.
A lot of fun. 4-2 in favor of Lexington. Over forward Madison for Miguel Machado, Ed Garcia Rubio, George Corchado, Omar Montana, and Brooke Kirchhoff. I'm Aria Masudi saying good night from Lexington.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.